call back to Andrew Gold for thank you for being a friend.
Yes.
We have to recognize the man who created that.
And going back a little bit further, I just wanted to. I was when Susan mentioned Greatest American Hero. When I hear somebody mention that song, the first thing I think of is the Seinfeld episode where George used that song for his answering machine and changed the lyrics, obviously. So, for better or worse, that's what I think of.
That song has been used in a lot of movies and television, a lot. Because I wanted to look it up too, and I looked up Believe It or Not, music by Mike Post, lyrics by Stephen Geyer. The singer is Joey Scarbury, who I just assumed had some sort of huge music career in addition to theme songs, but I'm not sure he did.
Oh wow!
But he did sing, to bring it around, the season 2 back-to-back for Hardcastle McCormick song.
Oh,
impressive.
And that, that, believe it or not, went to number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100. I noticed, because I was like, that was all over the place.
Yeah.
And one of the things I read about the lyrics is, according to, again, this is all internet research, so who knows? But Stephen Geyer once said that Ripley's Believe It or Not actually went to Stephen Cannell and threatened to sue for the words "Believe It or Not."
Oh, really?
Wow.
Amazing.
And Stephen Cannell was like, could you change the lyrics without changing the song? And Stephen Geyer was like, no. And I think they're overreaching. Everybody knows Believe It or Not is not just Ripley's Believe It or Not. However, Geyer thinks that Cannell actually paid them out something, Ripley's Believe It or Not, just to make them kind of go away and use the lyrics.
Little songwriting credit.
Oh.
Yeah. Does Joey Scarborough was...
We need to find out if that's true.
He was a session singer for Mike Post. So he did a lot of work with Mike, apparently.
Wow.
Yeah. It made it up to number 2, did not reach number 1. There are a few songs that did make it up to number 1. Can you name, there's 2 songs. Can you? Oh, wait, actually, I'm sorry. There was only one. One was featured in a TV show, not the theme, but because of its placement in an 80s show, it hit number 1. And then there's a theme song that hit number 1. Can you name either one of those?
Well, I know it's not an 80. Did the theme song from Friends hit number 1?
No. No.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay.
That's not 80s, but Fame?
Well, that was not, well, okay, let's say
it would have probably done with the movie.
Yeah. If it had.
No.
I'm not sure that it was.
You can't blame that.
Yeah.
Let's just place, I'm going to place it in. We're in 1985.
Oh.
And your fashion has it's a certain fashion statement that
Miami Vice.
Yeah. Oh, Holly, are you looking? I saw you looking.
No, I'm not. I'm actually looking at my list because I have some years. I was just logging some years that shows were on the air, but as soon as you said that, I zeroed in on it. Yeah, fashion. Come on, like a members only jacket.
So that, yeah. And who composed that? Do we know the composer?
I do not. I should.
Holly, come on, Holly. You got this, Holly. Oh, look up. Look at me. Eyes up.
Oh, Hammer. Yeah. Jan Hammer.
MC Hammer? MC.
Yes, Hammer. MC Hammer, who is Jan's brother.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, little known fact, they're related.
Yeah.
That rumor is going to spread.
Yeah, right. Yeah, so that was the one. Did we, I mean, I know I walked around without socks for a while and pulled my sleeves up. Anybody else dress in your Miami wear? A little sunny look?
I can't say that I did, but yeah, that song, that's also a great song. That's also a great theme song. I know I watched that show occasionally, but it wasn't one that I watched with any regularity. But yeah, definitely remember the song.
Isn't that funny that these things? Well, first of all, I have to say my husband to this day wears a t-shirt with a blazer over it. That is his look. That's his look because he won't wear a collared shirt. So, okay. So that's and I tell him every time he puts it on, that's very Miami Vice. But how something, because I also did not watch the show, but there are elements about it that just are embedded in your mind. and you feel like you watched it. But as I was looking at my list of the most popular 80s TV shows, there were a ton that I didn't watch, but I know, I have just elements of them embedded in my brain.
Sure.
Well, and this is more of a music. We're like, how it is sort of funny how many of these shows were played. These theme songs were played on the radio. Which we don't really have theme songs anymore, and we don't really have a lot of radio. But it's not the same. Like, it's not even that for soundtracks.
Although Kate Bush had a #1 hit thanks to Stranger Things. Her placement.
Well, there's a lot of retro Stranger Things going on.
Right. Well, I just use that as an example. I'm sure there's other, there's been other currents. It's all about placement. Like my kids know songs that were, because they've been on a Netflix show. Suddenly they know the words to Running Up That Hill.
But it's interesting. We were just actually we did a special episode talking about Barbie, which is not 80s, but we felt we needed to talk about it. But that was the first sort of soundtrack in a long time that I went to find, right? Like I was like, where it's like I wasn't just one song. I was like, no, I want to listen to every song involved with this movie. And I kind of miss that. I kind of miss wanting the soundtrack to movies and shows. But it's harder to have iconic moments that everyone is listening to and music that everyone hears.
It's not it's never anymore. That's